Hello and welcome guys to another video of Maidan and FPL. In this video I'd be talking about the potential captaincy picks for game week 8. There are quite a few good matches to look for. One is the Chelsea-Sheffield United match, where I think Chelsea would be firm favourites to score 2 to 3 goals. Second one is West Bromwich Albion, the bottom side of the Premier League, against the informed Tottenham Hotspur, which is again a match to look forward for Harry Kane and HeungMin owners. And lastly, the big match, Man City against Liverpool. And I'll be picking the top 5 captaincy picks for game week 8. So let's begin without further delay. So the first choice for captaincy, in my opinion, is Kevin De Bruyne. He will be playing against Liverpool at Etihad Stadium. In game week 7 against Sheffield United, he provided the assist for the only goal which Walker scored against Sheffield United. He created 4 chances. He had 3 shots on goal and 3 key passes. He provided with some beautiful through balls for Sterling. Unfortunately couldn't finish those chances. In the UCL match against Olympiacos, he provided with 2 assists, so that's a good sign for if you're thinking of captaining Kevin De Bruyne this game week. In the Premier League this season, Kevin De Bruyne already has 24 points. Remember, he played a match less because they started season after from game week 2. He has 1 goal and 2 assists to his name. He is currently ranked 7th in expected assist, 5th in expected assist per 90, and 3rd in passes into the penalty area. So that is something to look forward to. And another advantage of picking Kevin De Bruyne this match is the return of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus featured in the Olympiacos match for a few minutes. So I think the main concern for Manchester City was the finishing issue. They were creating chances, but no one was there to meet or finish those chances because of the lack of genuine strikers in their team. But now with Jesus probably starting against Liverpool, and also Liverpool is defensively much more fragile with Van Dijk injured, Fabinho still not fully fit to feature in their first 11, and they are ranked 15th in their expected goal against Liverpool, the Liverpool side. So I think it would be a great opportunity for Kevin De Bruyne to notch up few assists. He already has 5 attacking returns against Liverpool in the 7 starts he made against Liverpool, and all his attacking returns were at the Etihad Stadium. So that is a great stat to look forward to, and I think Kevin De Bruyne is a class player. He is on penalty duties, so I think Kevin De Bruyne, although this Liverpool-Man City match is a bit difficult to predict, but he can be a differential option for this game week. The second captaincy option that I will be talking about is the Egyptian Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah would be playing against Manchester City. It's an away match for Liverpool. In game week 7 against West Ham United, he scored the goal from a penalty kick which he himself won. He created 1 chance. He had 3 shots on goal and 1 key passes against West Ham United. In the midweek Champions League match against Atalanta, he scored and assisted. He is in form. He's a man in form. In the Premier League season so far, he has notched up 58 points with 7 goals and 1 assist, with a XG of 5 and expected assist of 1.8. Looking at some of the stats, he is currently 2nd in the number of goals, 4th in XG, 1st in the total number of shots. He takes those snapshots and also those volley beautifully inside the box, and he is a prolific finisher. He is also 2nd in key passes, and Liverpool has the highest XG per 90. So although their defenses may be a little weak, but as far as their attacking prowess is concerned, they are still blazing all guns. But one of the problems of picking Mohamed Salah is that he hasn't turned against Manchester City at Etihad. So although Mohamed Salah is a great option, but away from home, I think Mohamed Salah, looking at some of the stats, would be a bit dodgy. And also Manchester City has strengthened their defense with the arrival of Ruben Dias, and the partnership between Ruben Dias and Laporte is finally looking like a genuine centre-back pair which Guardiola can rely on. They are 2nd in the XG against stats. So this shows that how the teams are finding it difficult to score against Manchester City. You know that Mohamed Salah is a class player. There are plenty of options that Mohamed Salah can score from, be it penalties, be it free kicks, be it those volleys. And I think Mohamed Salah also can be a great option, although he's playing against Manchester City. Another great captaincy option, in my opinion, would be Timo Werner. Timo Werner would be playing at home against the Sheffield United side, who is not looking good this season. In the game week 7, Timo Werner was not in the initial starting 11, but came in place of Pulisic, who was injured in the training. He came in and scored the goal, which was assisted by Hakim Ziyech. He created 2 chances. He had 2 key passes against Burnley. In the Premier League season, this season has not been so great for Werner. It takes a little time when you come from a foreign country, playing in a different sort of league, and now coping up with the standards of the Premier League. Although he has 3 goals and 2 assists in his name, he has a non-penalty XG of 1.8. And with Hakim Ziyech back, I think it won't be a problem for Chelsea to create those chances. And Werner is a fantastic finisher, as you all know. If Hakim Ziyech creates those chances for Werner, I think it won't be a problem for Werner to finish those chances. And one of the very important aspect which you need to keep in mind now, after seeing the Champions League match against Bruyne, that he took both the penalties that Chelsea won in that match. Although Jorginho was on the pitch, but I think now it is clear that after Jorginho missed some penalties in the previous few matches, now Lampard is favouring Timo Werner, and Timo Werner scored both those penalties. So I think he would be the first choice now, in spite of Jorginho being on the pitch. So that is always an added bonus, and especially this season with the number of penalties being awarded. And also he is playing against Sheffield United, who has 9.8 expected goal against, which is 14th in the league. And Chelsea already has played a similar low block team in the form of Burnley in the previous game week. So you saw that how they were able to break those defensive lines, although Burnley sat deep in their own half. And Sheffield United is a similar team who doesn't like to attack much, and I think Werner with his trickeries may cause some problems for Sheffield United defense. And also Sheffield United right hand side where Baldock plays is a bit weak, I think, in my opinion, because you have seen what Sterling did against Sheffield United. Sterling also played on the left hand side, as does Werner, and Sterling made those beautiful runs which he almost scored. And Werner is a clinical finisher than Sterling, and he plays in the left hand side. So I think Werner has a high chance of scoring double digit haul, and I wouldn't be surprised if you captain Werner, because he is now in form, and I think with the penalty duties on him, he would be a great choice for captaincy pick. I think you have probably guessed who would be my top 2 captains. Obviously they are the Spurs assets, because they are playing the West Bromwich Albion side, who are defensively in shambles in this season. But it was a difficult choice who would be first and who would be the second choice. But I think the second choice would be Kane, although by a very little margin. In the game week 7 that Spurs played against Brighton, they were a bit shaky, although Harry Kane scored from the penalty. He didn't have much to do throughout the match, although he had a fantastic chance in the second half, when he almost got at the end of a ball, and he unfortunately hit the post. And in the Europa League match on Thursday night, he scored a goal. He assisted one for Lucas Moura against Ludogorets, and he played for 45 minutes. So do not worry about whether he is fatigued enough to not to feature in the starting 11. He would be starting in the match against West Bromwich Albion. In the Premier League season, he scored 6 goals and has 8 assists in his name, which is the highest by any players in the Premier League right now. He has an expected goal of 5.3 and expected assist of 3.4. He is ranked 4th in the non-penalty XG, 3rd in XG, 1st in expected assist, and 1st in the total number of shots with Salah. So although Kane is playing a bit deep, trying to create the balls for Son, but still, as far as these attacking prowess or attacking threat is concerned, he's right up there. So do not worry about his position, because he is meeting those balls in the penalty box, he is finishing those chances. He returned in all the matches he played against West Bromwich Albion. He has played 7 times against West Bromwich Albion and has returned every time. So he has 100% accuracy as far as the opponent is concerned. And one of the most important stat is that he is averaging 14 points per away match this season, which is huge. And considering West Bromwich Albion's defensive record, 12.4 xG against, which is second worst in the league, they conceded 6 goals in the 3 matches. And with Harry Kane's ability, I think Harry Kane would be a great choice again for this game week. Those who are still not sure about Harry Kane, I think they would be tempted to captain HeungMin on this game week because of his stat, especially. Although he blanked in the game week 7 against Brighton, he looked a bit off throughout the match. Although he created one chance and he had a shot from outside the box. In the Premier League season so far, he has scored 8 goals. He assisted twice. He has 71 points with a XG of 3 and expected assist of 1.8. He came on as a sub in the Europa League match against Ludogorets and had an assist. So he is fresh and is confident enough because of his recent form. Tottenham it has a XG of 13.3, which is second in the Premier League. Son is also the top scorer right now, along with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And although he is not on the penalty duties, but he is 7th in the non-penalty XG. He has an astonishing away form. Although Kane has a fantastic form, but in this case, Son is surpassing Kane. He has an XG of 1.91 in the away matches he played, and he has a big chance every 36 minutes he played in the away from their home. And also he is averaging a mammoth 17.7 points this season, which is huge. Which is I don't think he can sustain that. But given this record, I would be really tempted to captain Son, especially against the weak West Bromwich Albion defensive lineup. And Son would be a great choice. He is a fantastic player, and if Kane provides the assist or two, I think Son would be there to finish those chances, because he is probably the best finisher right now in the Premier League. Although he has a very low XG, but the chances he gets, he converts those chances, and that is very important as far as the FPL is concerned. So I think Son would be the pick of the captains this week, and personally I also think I would captain Son this game week. So that is all from my side. I hope that you have liked the video. Do comment in about your captaincy choices. What do you think would be the best captaincy option this game week? And also please drop a like, because it takes a lot of hard work to put in those numbers, and also you have to edit the stuffs. So it would be much appreciated if you like the content, and also do subscribe to our channel for more such FPL related content. I will be making FPL related content throughout the season, and hope you enjoy the season along with me.